And Tennessee's got a lot of momentum heading to this game. So it's crucial. They're playing with a lot of confidence. It's crucial that Georgia come out and kill that momentum, steer that momentum in the other direction. That way they can get Tennessee's confidence level down. Getting it down on the road is a definite advantage, which is key to them taking control right away, because in all intents and purposes, this is the first true away game for Tennessee, so they're going to be tested. For Georgia, good news of Sony Michel coming back, getting 60 yards against Ole Miss. That provides depth in their running game. Looks like Nick Chubb's going to be fine. He was shortened in practice, but it looks like his ankle's not going to hurt him, because he hurt his ankle last week. It's going to be an emotional moment with Chubb coming back after that horrific knee injury against Tennessee last year. It's going to be an emotional time for this Georgia crowd, for this Georgia team. They're going to ride that emotion with Nick Chubb. It's big. It's big. I think two things, if they happen here. That Chubb gets a running game going, along with Mr. Sony Mitchell. The key factor, I think, in controlling this game is going to be quarterback play, though. It's not efficient, or hasn't been, but it's going to be key. Because Georgia's strength is their running game. If Jacob Eason has a big game, not big really, just efficient, just solid, consistent, what have you, it'll allow their running game to open up, because Tennessee won't just put 8 men in the box like they are to start the game. Eason hits a couple long ones, softens that defense up, then they can go back to Chubb and Mitchell running the football effectively. So he's going to get to work as an advantage against a mediocre Tennessee pass rush. Has not been effective considering all the talent they have up front. They still haven't been able to do much. It's been average at best. So now, what is going to happen? Well, here's the thing. With all the question marks that Georgia has at quarterback, I think this is a situation where Georgia has more emotion. They're hurting for a win. They didn't play well the week before against Missouri, especially on defense. I think Josh Dobbs is going to make some plays with his legs. He's going to make a few plays. And it's going to be a decently high-scoring game. Definitely not going to be a low-scoring affair for sure. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the Dogs in an upset. The Dogs in Sanford Stadium, take it. I'm saying Dogs 28, Tennessee 24. Georgia fans, you're going to be pleased. Going to be pleased. Now we're going to preview tonight's Thursday night big-time game. Big game tonight for both of these teams. Particularly the Cincinnati Bengals coming off a loss to Denver last week that they feel like they had control over. So let's get going on it. Let's get to it in this last segment before we call it a day and then head tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll finish up my college football preview, finish up my LSU prediction. Obviously Fantasy Friday, my pick 6. Tomorrow's going to be great too. Join me tomorrow. I love my Friday shows. Love them, because the fantasy football segment, my pick 6. But I'm going to throw in a little wrinkle and do a couple of national previews with Wisconsin and Michigan. And just kind of look around the SEC. And, of course, to my final thoughts on LSU. So here we go with the NFL. Thursday Night Football. NFL Network, 7:25, probably about a 7:27 kick. Between these two teams that really desperate for a win, I think. Especially Miami. Miami coming in here 1-2. Cincinnati coming in here with an identical record. Last week, Miami really struggled on defense. They barely squeaked out a 30-24 victory over the Browns. The Browns were able to run wild on them. Isaiah Crowell, big-time fantasy running back last week. Huge points. But right now, Miami's got the 31st ranked rushing defense in the league. Which, by the way, is going to tell you, if you got Jeremy Hill, if you got Giovanni Bernard, start him. I think Cincinnati's going to have a lot of success on the ground tonight. That's who you need to start if you have them. Running back, flex position, they're both going to have good games tonight, I believe. One is more advantage in the screen game. The other one's going to be pound the rock, give it to him on the goal line, give it to him in the red zone. That's Jeremy Hill. Screen play is definitely going to be more toward Bernard. He's a quicker back. Miami does hold a 16-5 advantage in head-to-head games. The three things that I would tell you to watch for is the Dolphins' run defense, as I've mentioned, generating 169 yards last week, 5.3 yards per carry to the hapless Cleveland Browns, who were back to their third-string quarterback that still were able to put up 3 touchdowns and a field goal on Miami's defense. Their rushing defense is allowing around 147 yards per game. It's going to be a tough game for the Dolphins, dealing with Cincinnati's rushing attack. Expect Cincinnati to be solely committed to the running game. a lot like they were in the first half against the Broncos. As I mentioned, Hill and Bernard, they're both going to be counted on tonight, and they should have big games. Even Ndamukong Suh was interviewed, and he said the same thing. They've got talented backs, they've got downhill runners. Both of them, however, are advantageous in different aspects of the offense. And that's another thing Miami's got to worry about, is if they do, for some reason, focus on the run, you have Andy Dalton back there. He's one of the top passers in the AFC, throwing to A.J. Green. However, if Miami's going to beat Cincinnati, I think that defense is going to have to force Dalton to carry it. Because if they're able to completely, if they get pressure on Andy Dalton and can get some sort of I don't want to say shut the Bengal running game to a halt, but do a solid job, get some pressure on Dalton, Miami could come up with an upset on the road. But it's going to be tough sledding for them. And Cincinnati's one-dimensional. That'll be in Miami's, obviously, the best interest. Second key, I think I'm going to go with Geno Atkins, big, huge, one of the top 2 or 3 defensive tackles in the NFL. Miami could be down to their third-string center. Their offensive line is in really patchwork. Starting center Mike Pouncey has not played since the preseason. He's going to miss another game. Anthony Steen, the backup center, injured his ankle last week. He's doubtful. So they're going to a third-string center tonight. With everything Geno Atkins in front, it's going to be tough. Atkins has dominated some of the best offensive lines in the league. I mean, he's a 4-time Pro Bowler, and then tonight he's going against a third-string center and a rookie tackle in Laramie Tunsil. So it's going to be, I think Cincinnati's going to dominate this in the trenches, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Miami's injured; they're hurting. Dolphins secondary, they're taking a hit. Terrell Pryor, the converted quarterback to receiver, caught 144 yards, 8 balls. Was a beast in PPR fantasy leagues. This week's assignment for the Dolphins. Okay, we'll move from Terrell Pryor on to A.J. Green. Welcome. Through 3 games, Green's averaging almost 15 yards a catch and has a 54-yard touchdown reception. Even Miami recognizes his ball skills, his ability to make cuts in and out of his breaks, like a running back. I think tonight what you can look for is a lot of mixing up, more focus on the run game. One advantage Cincinnati has here is that when you're injured like the Dolphins are and you have a short week, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder on these guys to get ready and play at high performance level. As I said, with the injuries on the defensive and offensive lines, it's going to be a long day for Miami. Miami's going to have to establish a run game, which is again a patchwork running game with a patchwork offensive line. Kenyon Drake, Damian Williams, and Jay Ajayi are going to have to run the ball somewhat effectively to avoid quick 3 and outs. If Tannehill has to throw the ball a lot, it's going to lead to some sacks, and he's going to end up on his back a lot, which is going to lead to some turnovers for Miami. Cincinnati's healthier, playing at home, and Miami is going to go to 1-3. Jameson Daigle Show is saying Cincinnati 31, Miami 17. If you're interested, as you can tell by that score, yes. If you're interested in taking a shot, Cincinnati -7 would be the way to go. Well, guys, look, it's been fun again. Enjoy talking recruiting, giving my kind of thoughts on what to look for with the Les Miles firing, how it's going to impact LSU. Giving my Tennessee Georgia breakdown. Broke down a little bit this Miami Cincinnati game just for some, if you're interested, purposes. Some NFL Thursday night. Giving my opinions on different things such as recruiting, again, what was the, and that, I promise you guys, look, that's the last time. I'm not going to talk about Les Miles or that firing anymore. That's put to bed. I just wanted to kind of bring that up, a few pieces today, but I thought you guys would be interested in. But moving forward, we're moving on, and we're going to be talking about LSU's current situation, and go with that and preview their games going forward. And it's going to be exciting in Tiger Stadium on Saturday night. I think you're going to see a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm on this LSU football team. I believe it. I do. We're going to go out with some more Aerosmith. Some more Dream On, as I like to play things that have dream implications or that have to do with dreams. I don't do my recruiting as these recruits all do. So, guys, look, again, I do appreciate you, all my listeners. We love you, the Jameson Daigle Show. We glad to see you here every day, tuning in, listening to what we have to offer. Tune in tomorrow, as we will do, as I said, Fantasy Friday, Pick 6, and wrap up college football. And tune in to my NFL show on Sundays. We're going to be actually tune in on Sundays from 9 a.m. to 11. You can listen to the replay, as I'm going to do the show on Saturdays. I mean, if you want to tune in on Sundays or Saturday, you can catch me live on Saturdays, and probably do it around 3 p.m. If you want to catch me live, you can. If not, listen to the replay on Sunday. Join us tomorrow as we end the week on a good note, guys. You've been listening to the Jameson Daigle Show.